אחריו אבי שמואל ושרה היידר. בכל טוב בשעת ברכה, בגדליך בבריאות, שלום, תורה ומנוחה, זכר אביך ואת אמה לראות שמחתה וחופותה לבנים אושר וכבוד, ישנים ורעננים, ינהגו בשיבה ונאמר אמן. Abigail and Esther the queen, daughter of Abihail, bless also this darling baby girl. In happy good fortune may her name be called Miriam Tzipporah Bat Harav Abi Shmuel B'Sara Ido. May God bless her to grow up with health, peace, Torah, and tranquility. May God give her parents the joy of seeing her happily married, a radiant mother of children, rich in honor and joy to a ripe old age. And let us say, Amen.
Passed away about 2 years ago, and she was very special to both me and Abby, as well as the rest of our family. She was someone who loved her family, and she loved song, and she loved taking care of the people who were important to her. So we hope that all those qualities are things that she has. And it sort of seems like a shame that she would know that she would have a granddaughter named after her. Because this is something she never would have stopped talking about. Like, no one would have gotten her to shut up about it. It makes me really happy to know that she probably knew that there'd be a grandkid after her down the line. That's Miriam.
And okay. And Miri's middle name is Tzipporah, after my father's mother, my maternal grandmother, who just passed away. And her name was Fagi, and so Fagi in Hebrew is Tzipporah, little bird. And they both were friars. It's good to add a little bit of light to it. But, Akiva, do you want to tell the story? And my grandma also not only was a very sweet woman, but my memories of her always involved being gentle. And I don't know how to really put it into words, but she had this very sublime delicateness to her. So much so that, although a lot of you know that I'm big on nicknames, I get that from my family, but my grandmother especially would always, my brother could tell you he was always Jessel and not Jesse, and there was Avila, and my papa also called me Avila, but there was something special about that when we were thinking about Miriam Tzipporah and calling her Miri, probably more often than Miriam, there was this idea of trying to link both paternal grandmothers within her. And really, I just wanted to share, like what Rabbi Davis said, this idea of bestowing upon her a blessing. There's a twofold blessing in her name. One is, of course, we want to embody both Miriam and Tzipporah. Miriam, who was special in the notion that she provided healing for the Israelites in the wilderness. She was the one who brought really renewal and a sense of life to them as they wandered. And Tzipporah, who didn't provide the healing on a collective basis to all of the Jewish people, but provided it on a specific basis just to Moshe, to her husband Moses, in the sense that she was the one who inspired him to seek freedom, almost more so than his father-in-law Jethro, Yisro. And so really, we have this sort of twofold blessing that little Miri will be a source of both healing and freedom, not only for her family, but also for the entire Jewish people, the entire world. And I want to just share one other thought, and a lot of you know that I'm a fan of Gematria, and that's Hebrew numerology. And we put a special verse on the cover of the Bris baby name packet for the twins, and we put two snippets of verses on the cover of this booklet as well. The first one on the right has the same numerical equivalent as Miriam, and the one on the left has the same numerical equivalent as Zipporah, both referring to the first notion of building the ladder, and he dreamt and there was this ladder, and the ladder in Jacob's dream. And the other is when you go out, the angel will go before you prepare to battle. The idea that an angel of protection, in both personal and communal protection, will always be watching. And really, when we think about this gematria, if you take the value, and I'm really into gematria, if you take the value of Miriam Zipporah, you get 671. And if you spell out Adonai, Aleph, Dalet, Nun, Yud, but you actually spell it out, Aleph, Lamed, Pei, Dalet, Lamed, Tav, Nun, Vav, Nun, Yud, Vav, Dalet, it's 671. And so what we want to hope is that that Miri brings God into her life on a personal level, that not only is it our God, but Miri really feels that it's her God, my God, Adonai, my master, my teacher.
And we know that as Miriam travels through life, that she will